Selamat datang di channel Lucius Vlog.
The importance of the role of literature, among other things, from the third pledge of the 1928 Youth Pledge and the 1945 Constitution. Chapter 15, Article 36. For 94 years since the Youth Pledge was created, it has been proven that Indonesian has become a means of communication in its diversity. Indonesian is not only spoken by urban communities, but also people living in rural areas. Ladies and gentlemen, the globalization that is currently sweeping the world has an impact on the development of languages throughout the world, including Indonesian. The existence and the role of Indonesian as a country's official language is increasingly fading because it's being replaced by languages that are considered
Indonesian language has experienced rapid development and is even among the top 10 most widely used language in the world. Everybody here should be really proud of this. Why is it necessary to revitalize Indonesian language and literature while Indonesian language is already relatively well-known around the world? However, currently, Indonesian language is facing big challenges in daily use. For example, the use of slang and the influence of globalization has made people start to lose their sense of pride in using Indonesian language. In addition to this, many people regularly mix up their use of Indonesian language with other languages, including English, Japanese, and other languages in their daily conversations. They feel more guilty of variety in using those languages in daily conversations, and Indonesian language is not a very reliable language.
It is important that we take steps to revive and rejuvenate our language and literature, ensuring its survival and growth for future generations. Firstly, we need to acknowledge the importance of Indonesian language as a unifying force for our diverse nation. Our language serves as a bridge that connects people from different regions, ethnicities, and backgrounds. However, with the rapid rise of foreign languages and influences, our language is at risk of losing its prominence. We must emphasize on using Indonesian language with pride in our daily lives and ensure its continued relevance, encouraging its use in education, media, and public discourse.
It consists of 1,000 islands, 1,000 tribes, and 1,000 languages. Even though we are one in different. Back to my topic, Indonesian literature. It is very interesting. Long time ago, kids used to be told stories, folk stories by their parents at night before going to bed. Those folk stories have many moral values for us. Nowadays, by the development of technology, these folk stories are written in book or film. You can see many Indonesian folk stories in YouTube now. It is more interesting. Pantun, it is another genus of Indonesian literature. Pantun is a Malay first form consisting of quotation with an ABAB rhyme scheme.
Someone from Rutan Nusaita Elementary School. In this good occasion, I would like to give a short speech about preserving language and culture in Indonesia. As we know, language is a communication way to deliver a message or information to other people, even if spoken or written. Bahasa has been standardization under AED, but the fact it has already contaminated with many factors. Mixing it with a foreign language or changing it with the cool one by the teenagers.
Numerous challenges in the modern world.
It is imperative how we take steps to revive and rejuvenate our language and literature, ensuring their survival and growth for future generations. Firstly, we need to acknowledge the importance of using Indonesian language as a unifying force of our diverse nation. Our language serves as a bridge that connects people from different regions, ethnicities, and backgrounds. However, with the rapid rise of foreign languages and influences, our language is at risk of losing its prominences.
We tell the stories of our people, our history, and our traditions. But over time, some people may forget about them. Nowadays, it's very sad to see and hear that most of Indonesian children use foreign languages as a daily language. And even they follow foreign cultures and even their lifestyles. So that's why we need to revitalize Indonesian language and literature. How? You might be thinking, how can we do that? Well, there are a few ways that we can do it. The first one is by reading books. Reading books in Indonesian is a great way to learn more about our language and culture. You can ask your parents or teachers to help you find good books to read. The second one is writing stories. Try writing your own stories and or poems in Indonesian.
Elementary school. I would like to say thank you so much for giving me time and opportunity to speak in front of you all. Dear ladies and gentlemen, by standing here, I would like to deliver my speech on the theme Reading is a Window to the World. I would like to start this speech by telling you a fact from the data of the survey, which is done by UNESCO and Ministry of Communications Informative. It's showing us that Indonesia's reading intention is just 1%. In other words, from 1,000 people, just one who love reading books. Even though people have known the benefits of reading books, but our interest in it is still very low. As you know, some of the factors such as more concern in playing than reading. More concern in playing than reading is just like our nature, to spend our free time to play or hanging out with friends, while reading is under priorities.
I will speak in front of you. Dear ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you all, I would like to deliver my speech on the theme Reading is a Window to the World. Here, I will deliver my speech on the theme of Reading is a Window to the World. Reading is said to be a window to the world for the same book that serves as a window to obtain information or see situations outside. Even though we all already know the benefits of reading books, but interest in us is still very minimal. Ladies and gentlemen, minimal reading interest in us is caused by several factors, including first, more concern with playing than reading. More concern with playing than reading, that is our nature. In his time, we are not read, even we are due to play. Second, Lazy. Lazy is one of the main factors that strongly supports the lack of interest in reading in us.
Well, that's enough. But don't you realize that the Indonesian language is also our well? Last day, I read a news about traditional language in Indonesia which are threatened or endangered. It's about more than 100 languages. After I read that, I inspired to tell you about this danger. Nowadays, we can see in our school there are 3 foreign languages which are subject for students to be fulfilled. Besides, we still have Bahasa Indonesia as our primary subject. We need to be on guard to face this situation. It's okay when you want to learn foreign language, but never to ignore our language, our Bahasa Indonesia. Well, that's about language. Now, let's get into our best discussion. Have you ever heard about painted dates, which is claimed as Malaysian culture? If yes, so what made it stolen? It's because our nepotism as young generation for this nation.
Buat seluruh peserta yang saat ini sebenarnya mereka sudah pemenang ya, karena dengan ide-ide tentang revitalisasi bahasa dan sastra mereka menyampaikan, menghafalkan, dan itu merupakan upaya yang tidak mudah ya, tapi mereka bisa tampil pagi ini dengan semangat, dengan percaya diri, dan yang pastinya mereka bisa menunjukkan bahwa mereka bisa ya. Kita tepuk tangan dulu ya Bapak Ibu. Baik, tentu saja dalam setiap kompetisi pasti ada yang menang dan kalah ya, tapi itu bukan menjadi halangan untuk kalian terus berprestasi. Nanti ikut lagi lomba-lomba selanjutnya, ikut lagi ya. Mungkin kali ini juaranya sudah ada, tapi jika belum mampu, belum bisa menjadi yang pertama, kita tetap menjadi juara untuk diri kita sendiri ya. Tetap berlatih dan belajar gitu. Baik, di tangan Ibu di sini sudah ada nama-nama pemenang untuk lomba pagi ini ya. Siapapun pemenangnya kita ini ya, kita apresiasi, kita beri selamat, dan yang lain tetap berupaya meraih prestasi lain. Baik, saya bacakan Pak. Baik, kita mulai dengan juara ketiga. Siapa nih kira-kira ya? Baik, langsung saja juara ketiga dengan nomor undian 5 kepada Bapak Ibu, dipersilakan maju ke depan. Pemenang kedua dengan nomor undian 1. Dipersilakan untuk maju ke depan. Dan pemenang pertama, nah dari 8 orang ini kira-kira siapa ya? 9, saya 8 karena 1 nggak ada. Dari 8 ini kira-kira siapa? Oke, pemenangnya adalah nomor undian 7. Baik Bapak Ibu serta adik-adik semua, inilah pemenang kita untuk pagi ini ya. Kita foto bersama dulu mungkin.
Campur-campur ya. So when I listen to everyone, really I appreciate, I admire bagaimana translate-nya. So you are all very good. You really an excellence as your age because you really speak well in English, delivery your speech bagus ya, bagus. So jangan menyerah, jangan lose your hope to study, belajar ya, lanjut belajar ya. Ini pengalaman yang membantu untuk apa ya, to have your desire more to study. Okay, congratulations.
Tadi yang bilang kalau belajar lebih malu nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, padahal bahasa Indonesia juga tidak dikuasai. Itu bagus poinnya ya. Baik, sekian dari saya. Lalu untuk yang pemenang nanti kita akan bertemu di tanggal 31. Christian dan Gayon nanti datang ya pada saat depan dengan.
Terima kasih sudah menonton sampai selesai. Semoga Tuhan memberkati kita semua. Amin.